The EPA estimates that 25% of all items thrown in a recycling bin are actually trash. A lot of times, recycling that goes to the recycling centers isn't able to be recycled. If we have a system that's broken because recycling's not working well, we need to find ways to fix it. That way we can reduce waste and promote sustainability. I'm the co-founder of EcoBin. We build waste bins that sort between trash and recycling using image recognition. You can throw an item in the bin, and the bin will automatically detect whether that item is trash or recycling using our image recognition algorithm that we trained on machine learning. And based off that, it will sort the item into a waste bin or a trash bin. So it's essentially a bin that can help sort your waste for you. So there are sensors for detection, the camera for recognition, the machine learning algorithm inside the computer, the DC motors for movement. Just prototyping was the biggest way that we could kind of make sure that this would work well. So we actually first made a mini box in my parents' basement. It was just made out of wood, and we had DC motors, and we had a camera that we held, and we'd throw items, see if it would detect. And it was really fun to kind of take this high-level problem and break it down into smaller technical parts. Our recognition with computer vision is only as good as our data. We'd have items we throw into this prototype bin, and it would oftentimes get the classification wrong because we only had 10 images in the database for it to kind of use as a judgment tool. So first we started to dumpster dive, actually. Jump in, grab trash bins from our local home library. I'd go back to my garage, take time putting these items into the little wooden box we had, getting hundreds of pictures, and it helped a little bit. It was a small step forward. We saw a little bit of a bump in accuracy, but we soon realized we need to get creative with how we use the small amounts of data. So not only did we use the real-world data for dumpster diving, we also made an algorithm that can web scrape different images from Google. I talked to Durham, and I found the most thrown away items and the most recycled items, and I essentially just web scraped 10 items per category. And, we had thousands of images we web scraped from that. The backgrounds of these pictures sometimes would really mess up the image identification and classification. And so making a tool to go through the images automatically, remove the backgrounds, and crop out the image was something that we had to code as well. But we're still taking pictures in this other environment where there's a white background on a platform. And so what we had to actually do is take the cropped image of the item and then place it over a picture of the platform that the camera was at. And getting even more creative in that, having every image be rotated 4 times multiplied our training data set. Not only do we have quality data from that, we had a lot of data from that as well. And then putting that into our training set that our machine learning algorithm could train on really boosted our accuracy. And over time, kind of fizzling out those Google scraped images and replacing them with higher quality images that we'd collect from real life testing once students started to use it really increased the accuracy because we actually had real items to train on. It has about 90% accuracy right now, which is a lot greater than humans. So it's definitely reducing contamination. Awareness can only take you so far. I think it's extremely important to educate people about recycling, but we've seen from personal experience, people are going to make mistakes, right? That's what machine learning is for, to help compensate for those mistakes. And so having a technology like EcoBin and like machine learning with computer vision can really help reduce that. And I think it's worth a lot just from the standpoint of how big of a problem climate change is for us.